As you can see here behind me, the Nova is back and it's still not painted. We've recently run into some unfortunate complications with the Nova project. We are scrambling to try and get them figured out so we can get this project finished. Just wanted to give you an update. It's been about 3 months since I actually did a video on the Nova, and I know some of you are watching my videos for that car because you like classic cars. So figured I'd let you know what's going on. We just got the car back from the guy that had it for the bodywork and paint. At the time of recording, it was roughly a week ago, maybe a little bit less than that. And as you can see, not much painting was done. What you can actually see here on the interior was the paint that we did before we sent it to him. And that's actually the wrong color now. We've changed the color of the car, so all this has to be redone. Long story short, we took the Nova to a guy that said he would bodywork and paint it for us, put it together, make sure all the lines are straight, and give us that show car paint job that we were looking for. And that was 6 months ago. A lot of good bodywork was done during that time. Gaps are straight now when everything's on the car. Most of the body's been blocked and looks really smooth. And the metalwork that he did is really good. For example, we actually changed this center console here in the middle. We're using a Chevy Camaro console with the gauges in it. So we put a Chevy Camaro tunnel in. It's not fully attached yet, it's kind of just sitting here, but that metalwork looks really good. It looks like the tunnel is supposed to look for a Camaro, which is what we need for the Camaro center console. Another bit of work that he did was over here on the hood. I showed this off in the last Nova video, but he put these indentions in the cowl induction hood to match the Camaro cowl vent that we are using on this car. He also had to modify the cowl vent. Camaro cowl vents don't sit up as high as Novas do. The way everything lines up with a Camaro is just a little bit different. Obviously, it's a different car. So he had to take 2 cowl vents, cut them, and then weld them together at the vertical point to make the cowl vent sit up higher. But as you can see, it doesn't even look like anything was cut or welded. It looks like it was like this from the factory. And this is the indention that the hood is going to match up with. This indention is not found on the Nova cowl vent where the vents are just flat and they go all the way across. This is just the Camaro cowl vent, and I like the way this one looks, so that's the one we're using. Because for the most part, it fits. It's the same width, it's the same depth, it was just a little bit shorter. He did a little bit of painting while he had the parts before calling us and telling us that he didn't think he'd be able to finish the project by the deadline. By the way, he missed 2 previous deadlines before telling us this about the newest one. A little behind the ball here, behind schedule, but this paint is looking really good, what he did do. And I'm really excited with this color. Look at all that metallic. Gosh, this blue is going to look so good on the car. And if you paid attention to the video intro, the channel intro, I actually updated it to match the color that we're going to be using on the Nova. This is where the Nova's at. We've got fenders, we've got a hood, we've got a trunk lid, we've got doors, and sitting in the trunk of the Nova is the cowl vent. We've got to put all of this on the car, get it put back together, and we're hoping to have another body shop and paint guy come by and look at it and tell us if he thinks he can get it done by a specific deadline. The first guy that we used just did work out of his property. He had a garage built in the back where he did bodywork and paint. The guy we're talking to now actually has a professional shop not too far from where we live, so I think that will be the better option if this ends up working out and he says he can get the car done by the deadline. So that's where the Nova is at. Not a whole lot has gone on with it the last 6 months because it's been gone. And as you can see, hasn't changed much even after getting it back. If you're new to the channel and you want to kind of see where this project started and how it's got to where it is so far, check out this playlist link right here next to me.